I have too many of these things. So I just wanted to make a video going over some of my 3DS console collection as well as my DS's. I have a lot of them. So the first one that I have in order that it came out is this guy. I got this one at a retro game store that was really cool. Way back in what it must have been 2014. So that's 9 years ago. But yeah, it's a really nice piece. It's a little bit worn, but as you can see, this thing is freaking ancient. This thing came out, I believe, 2 years after I was born. So this thing is almost as old as me. This is probably my favorite between the DS Lite and the DS to play. Just because I like the buttons better. I believe they're the same as the Game Boy Advance SP buttons. But they're just a bit clickier. Everything's just a bit nicer to play. It's bulkier. It's easier to grasp in your hand. You know what I mean? Next is the DS Lites. I have three. I have three of them because I'm a hoarder. So this first one is actually my brother's from when we were kids. He gave it to me. It's the black one. I had the red one, but I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it's really nice, really sleek. The screens are great. Here, I'll just turn it on. I believe the top screen. Oh, it's really bright. The top screen on this one is kind of intermittent, like you can see. There it go, it went out, and then it comes back again. But you know, every DS has a story. Am I right? The second DS Lite that I have is this lovely white one. I'm super lucky to have this in as good as condition as it is, because these white DS Lites get super yellow really easily. You can see kind of the shoulder button starting to get a little bit yellow there, if it would focus. Yeah, if you look here, you can see the shoulder buttons are a bit yellow. So are these pads here. But overall, it's in really good condition. It actually came with screen protectors on it. You can see the little bubble there in the screen protector. But yeah, this is a really beautiful piece. I'm really lucky to have it in this condition. It came with a stylus as well. It's a Japanese version, I think. No, this one is I believe this is the Japanese version, but I can't really tell. Not sure. But yeah, that's number 3. So this is the last DS Lite. This is the Diamond and Pearl one that I got for super cheap. The reason I got it so cheap is because of the hinge. The hinge is unfortunately broken. However, it's a beautiful display piece. The only noticeable wear you can see on it is in this hinge right up here. You can see there's a little crack, and that's where the hinge is broken. But beyond that, this thing is beautiful, and it works, I believe. I haven't turned it on in a long time. Yep, there we go. And it reads games and everything, so it even came with the cartridge shield and the stylus. So yeah, I'm really lucky to have this piece as well for the price I got it. I got it for like 40 bucks. It was insane. And it came with the special edition case. So yeah, I'm really happy to have this one as well. So now on to the DSIs. I got this DSi because it was a good price and I didn't have one at the time. But unfortunately, the reason it was a good price is because it is scratched to hell inside. Unfortunately. Anyways, but outside, you can see it looks really nice. Yeah, you can see it's in very good condition on the outside. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. So this one I also got because it was a good deal, and it came with a game. I don't remember what it was, but this one, it is in pretty okay condition. The material is matte, which kind of makes it look not the greatest over time. You can see some scratches showing, but on the inside, the screen's a little bit dirty. But you can see the screens are in pretty good condition. I believe. I think it's not turning on, but I think it's just dead right now. I believe it turns on. But I just got it because it was a good price at the time, and I have a hoarding problem, as I've already said. And unfortunately, I don't have a DSi XL anymore. I used to have two of them. One was my brother's that he gave to me, but I don't have them anymore, unfortunately. So now let's move on to the 3DSs. This is a console that I got a few years ago from my sister. You can see how shiny it is and how reflective it is. But yeah, she didn't give it to me per se. She just stopped using it and I took it. But yeah, it's really good condition. This is the console I originally beat Mother 3 on because I homebrewed it. So yeah, it's really lovely looking system. I do like these original DSs or 3DSs. They're not my favorite to play on, but they are very attractive looking. This one up next isn't in the best condition, but this is the Flame Red DS. This one is sexy. I love this one. It's so red and chrome. It looks amazing. And the back is red as well. As you can see, it's a little bit scratched on the back. Not really. It doesn't show up on camera very well. But this one, it came to me in pretty poor condition. I did have to replace the circle pad, so it's not an OEM circle pad, unfortunately. It's very bright compared to the rest of the console. But everything else is original. This one, I love this one. It is one of my favorites in my collection. Alright, now we got some special edition consoles coming up. The first one is this beautiful NES-inspired 3DS XL. This one is pretty poor condition. You can see how scratched it is on the back. But I actually got this one in about... It must have been 2013, I believe. I think it was the same time Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out on this console. And I played the hell out of them on this console. I used this console every day for very long. I used it for a very long amount of time. Yeah, so I used this. This is also the console I originally beat Super Mario Bros. 3 on. And look at how big these screens are. They're just gigantic. But yeah, this is the console that I used as my main 3DS for a very long time. You can see these lovely red buttons and these gigantic screens, and the hinge is still very tight, very good. Yeah, it's not in the best condition, but it's still one of my favorites. This is another one that I really enjoyed acquiring. This is a 2DS. Doesn't have a stylus, unfortunately, but my first 3DS that I ever got was a blue and black 2DS. I don't have it anymore because I broke it because I'm an idiot. And I threw it out instead of fixing it because I didn't know how to fix things back then. But yeah, this is the sea green version of the 2DS, and it's just a beautiful console. You can see it's white with these sea green accents on the back. This back piece was actually painted by me because when I got it, it was broken on the back here, so I had to repaint it and find a new piece. But it's just lovely, this white. This came with Mario Kart 7 on it. This is how I played that for the first time. And it's just got these soft, squishy buttons that I'm not the biggest fan of. But it didn't bother me back in the day. But I do prefer the clicky buttons of the normal 3DS models. Alright, so this next 2DS is one that I never use because it's just in mint condition. I got it from my friend who barely used it. And I have never played on it. I just have it to look at because it's just pretty. My original 2DS that I had as a kid was basically the opposite of this. It was black with blue accents instead of blue with black accents. But yeah, this is just a lovely system. Let's see if it's got any charge. Oops, it's got a system update. It's got Mario 2 on there. And it's got Brain Age on there. Okay, now we're getting into some of my favorites. First, I'll show you my 3DS XL. I have a skin on it. That's the compositions book, just because I thought it was funny. But here we've got this beautiful black finish. I've got this glass protector on it because it's very prone to fingerprints, and I want to keep it in really good condition because the corners here are very prone to chipping paint. But Yeah, this thing's just gigantic. The screens are huge, and it's just a beautiful system. You can see the colored accents on the buttons themselves, and then you've got the circle pad, and then this nice clicky D-pad that I love. And they moved the volume slider up here for this model, as along with the 3D slider. But yeah, this is just a beautiful system. It's my main driver that I use these days. All of my eShop games are on this one, and all of my childhood games that I've had for like from my old 3DS XL, they're on this system now. Now we're getting into the special editions. This is a 3DS XL, or sorry, this is a new 3DS with the Isabelle faceplates. I spent a disgustingly low amount of money on these Isabelle faceplates because someone was just selling them. They must not have known what they had, but these go for like upwards of, I don't even know anymore, like $60. I got it for 20. I got these faceplates for $20. And I believe they go for a lot more than that. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do. But this console is just gorgeous. Like, look, this console was actually the first thing I ever bought with my own money after getting a job for the first time. So yeah, it has the thumbstick here. It's just beautiful, and these colored buttons. I love the white. I love the faceplates interchangeable. This is my favorite 3DS model, and I just like everything about it. I love Animal Crossing, so that helps out. Up next, we have this beautiful Pokeball 3DS. This one is in pretty poor condition as well because this was my daily driver for a long time. You can see this scratch here, this like where my fingers would sit, it would wear away at the plastic. And you can see a few scratches on the top, probably not because it's covered by this clear case, like, once again. But yeah, this thing is just beautiful. It's one of my favorite 3DSs they've ever made. But yeah, I would play this in class in high school. Instead of doing my work, I would play Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire instead of doing my homework. So yeah, this has a lot of memories for me. And then this is last but not least, we have the Pikachu 2DS. This one is absolutely gorgeous. I love the brown and yellow color scheme. It's just gorgeous. If I had this one as a kid, I would have loved it. You can see someone wrote their name on here. I only got this for like $150, which going working they go for like $600, and I got this one for $150 because, or maybe it was $200 because it's unfortunately not working. There's a crack in the power slider there. If it would focus, you can see there's a crack in the power slider there. The power slider is missing, and I tried replacing the battery to get this thing to turn on, and unfortunately it just won't, which is sad. But it is a looker, so that's why I have it. So yeah, that's my entire collection all here in a pile. It's a lot. It's worth a lot of money. I spent a lot of money on it because I'm an idiot. But I'm lucky enough to be able to do that. 3DSs are my favorite console, so of course I have a lot of them. And it came with so many special editions. I'm nowhere near done. I plan on getting a lot more. Thanks for watching, if you watched through this whole thing.